How's everybody doing? Good. Oh, get louder than that. How's everybody doing? Good. Much better, much better. My name is John, and I'm with Animal Tales. For the past 12 years, I work with all sorts of animals, big and tall, short and small. I've worked with things like lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Now, I don't have any lions and tigers and bears here today, but what I do have is some really cool, really exotic animals, because our program today is called Animal Architects. And we're going to talk about animals that build. But before we get to these animals, I have some very important rules. I need everyone to follow. So if you raise your right hand, right hand, right hand, right hand, right hand. That's this one right here. And repeat after me. I promise.
I promise.
That I will stay in my seat.
That I will stay in my seat.
And I will stay quiet.
And I will stay quiet.
Because the animals.
Because the animals
are more afraid of me.
Are more afraid of me.
Than I am of them. And if we're not quiet, then the animal's going to bite, Mr. John. And that's really bad in the hospital. So fun for anybody, especially all shows here, see the rest of the animals. Blah, 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 blah. Perfect, you got it. Now do that one main rule. That's where we go, whoo. I want you to go, whoo. Just once, let's practice. Whoo. I didn't do that time. Very good. Whenever I do that, we need to be quiet. Because you guys want to have fun, right?
Yeah.
And I will be asking for some volunteers to help me out during the show. For me to pick on you, you need to be sitting perfectly still in your seats, one hand in the air, and a big smile. Big smiles are very important. All right, who's tired of hearing me talk? Raise these some animals. Y'all want to hear me talk more? Or you want to see animals? To start the show, I need two volunteers. Big smiles, big smiles, big smiles. Doop, 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 doop. Coming up. Coming up. What's your name? Ellie. Everybody say hi, Ellie. Hi. Ellie, come stand right here. What's your name?
Everybody say hi, Luke.
Hi, Luke.
Okay, brother. Everybody say hi, Luke.
Hi, Luke.
Luke, you're going to stand right here. You're going to help me out. Because our first animal likes to build tripwires to capture their prey. We're going to hold on to that. And we're going to show how these tripwires work. So our next animal will dig down into a burrow. They sit in there and they lay down tripwires all over the place. But how do those tripwires work? Does the prey come walking along, hit the tripwire and fall over? No, it doesn't do that. How it works is the animal walks along, and without noticing, they step on that tripwire. And that tripwire sends the vibration down. You'll feel the vibration. It sends the vibration down back to our animal that's sitting in its burrow. Whenever it feels it, it runs out, it jumps on top of it, and it eats it. What's this next animal? We're going to find out. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to have a seat. Everybody give them a big round of applause. Our first animal, the first part of its name is Mexican. It gets named Mexican because it's from Mexico. The second and third part of its name is red knee. It gets named red knee because it has red knees. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven, but 8 red knees. An animal with 8 legs is called an arachnid. Everybody say arachnid. Arachnids are animals like spiders, scorpions, mites, ticks, and our next animal, which is called a Mexican red-kneed tarantula. This is Charlotte. Everybody say hi, Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte.
Charlotte is a Mexican red-kneed tarantula. Mexican red-kneed tarantulas are from Mexico. And they get the name red knee because they have the name red knee. They have the red knees. Now, we like these tarantulas because of what they eat. And what do they eat? Bugs. Lots and lots of bugs. And that's great because do you all eat bugs?
No.
What about chocolate-covered bugs? Not so much? Well, that's why we like animals like this. They eat lots and lots of bugs. Now, they do not make webs in the trees like the spiders do, but they will lay silk down all over the outside of their burrow. But where does that silk come from? Right back here. That's their abdomen. Everybody say abdomen.
Abdomen.
The silk comes out through the back of the abdomen through two appendages called spinnerets. Everybody say spinnerets. Those spinnerets, as they walk along, tap the ground, and they lay silk down. And like I said, they lay it down all over the outside of their burrow and down into their burrow. So they sit there, they wait. Whenever the bugs come walking by, they step onto that silk, the vibration comes down, she feels it with all those hairs, she runs over, she jumps on top of it, and she injects venom. And yes, she is venomous. The thing you know about these tarantulas is they're not dangerous. If you were to be bitten by her, yes, it's going to hurt. But your bee stings hurt worse than her bites. And you do not have to worry about her biting, because that's not the main way she protects herself. You know how she protects herself?
Biting.
By throwing hairs. Everybody looks at me weird like, what is hairs going to do? Let's say you tried to attack Charlotte. When you got too close to her, she's going to feel you coming with all her hairs, and then she's going to take her two back legs here, she's going to flick hairs off her back abdomen. Those hairs are going to get in your eyes, in your nose, in your mouth, in your skin. They're going to itch real bad. Does that sound fun?
No.
Not fun at all. While you're trying to get rid of those hairs, she's going to quickly run back to her burrow, where she can stay safe away from those predators. Now I'm going to bring her around just a second so y'all see her closer. Before we do, we got people coming in. So if y'all want to scoot forward up to the tape line, scoot forward up to the tape line, up to the tape line, up to the tape line. Fill in the gap in front of you, fill in the gaps in front of you. We have a lot of kids coming in. We're going to fill in all this space right behind you. It's called a Mexican red-kneed tarantula. So I'm going to bring her around and so you all see it. I'll bring it back there a little bit. Well, I don't know if I can take it back there. See her close? Now, by the way, she's about full grown, but these animals grow their entire lives, so she will get a little bit bigger than this. She's around 11 years old right now. They can live up to 20 years, so they can live a pretty long time. Those of y'all just came in, this is a Mexican red-kneed tarantula. I'm going to step back here so y'all can see it a little bit closer. I'm not going to bring her all the way out. Y'all scoot up, y'all scoot up, scoot up, scoot up, scoot up, scoot up, scoot up, scoot up. See it okay back there? Alright. Those of you who just came in, one of our main rules, whenever I say whoo, you say whoo. Let's practice. The question was, can we hold her or pet her? These animals are not meant to be held or petted. Why am I holding her? To educate you about them. They're not meant to be held. Do they make good pets?
No.
Yes, they make great pets. But you have to treat them like fish. What do I mean? Do you take your fish out of their tank, hold them, pet them, and cuddle them? No, you leave them in their cage, you throw food in there, and watch how pretty they look. That's the same thing you do with tarantulas. You make a nice cage for them, you put them in there, you throw food in there, watch how cool it is when they eat, and leave them alone. Because they're not meant to be held. They're very, very fragile animals. If I were to drop her from right here, she might not survive. So am I going to drop her on you? No. Why am I wearing the gloves? To help her hold on. I'm not worried about her biting me. She has little hooks on the end of her feet that hold on to my glove better than my bare hand so I don't accidentally drop her. But we're going to go ahead and put her back. Oh, before we put her back, how many legs do they have?
8.
You sure?
Yes.
Let's count them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. These two in the front are not legs. They're called pedipalps. Everybody say pedipalps. They're feelers and sensors. They're not actual legs. They're used to sense their surroundings. So they have 4 legs here, 4 legs here. How many legs do they have? 8 legs, 2 body parts makes them an arachnid. Everybody say arachnid again.
Arachnid.
Everybody say bye, Charlotte.
Bye.
We're going to move on to our next animal. And with our next animal, I need a volunteer. Big smile sitting still, big smile sitting still. Doop, 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 doop. What's your name? Caden, is that right? Can we say hi, Caden?
Hi, Caden.
Caden, you're going to help me out with our next animal, because our next animal gets a little wily, and sometimes likes to jump off into the crowd. So you got to make sure that doesn't happen, okay? So what I need you to do is I need you to take this right here with both hands. And if he hops off the table, you give him one big boop on the back and he'll hop back up here, okay? I'm kidding. First of all, he's not coming off the table. Second of all, we don't hit animals with bats. That's not nice. Don't do that. What we use the bat for is a thing called targeting. I'm say targeting. We target animals that are very big or very dangerous, like a lion. Let's say we had a lion in the back of his cage and we want him to come to the front of the cage. Do you walk into the cage, pick up the lion and move him? No. Lion attacks you, not a good day. So we use a target. You hold the target out. You eventually will get that lion's attention. He'll come over, he'll get closer and closer, and then he'll see the bat and he'll touch it. Boop. Whenever he does, you say good job and you give him food. And after a while, he learns, every time I put my nose on that, I'm going to get food. So they start learning what target means. Whenever you say target, woohoo, free food. Woo, Snickers. Apple, banana, low five, nothing. All right, sounds good. And that's how you train an animal to target. And that can help you out in many ways. Also with animals like an elephant. Can you pick up an elephant and move it? No. Can you pick me up and move me over there? No. A little difficult. So to get me to walk over there, you say target. Now walk over and hit the target and get food. So we're going to try to target train our next animal. Because our next animal will weigh up to 250 pounds. That's pretty heavy, not fun to pick up. So we're going to try to target train him, so that way we don't have to pick him up in the future. The first part of his name, and I say try by the way, because he's not trained yet. He may target, he may not target. It's up to him, whatever he wants to do. The first part of his name is African. He gets named African because he's from Africa. The second part of his name is Spurred. He gets named Spurred because he has spurs all over his body. He is called an African Spurred Tortoise. Everyone, this is Franklin. Everybody say hi, Franklin. Franklin, African spurred tortoise and African spurred tortoises are not snapping turtles. They do not try to snap out and bite you because they are herbivores. Everybody say herbivore. Herbivores eat mostly plants, and being mostly plants, they're more docile animals. So he's not a snapping turtle. He's not going to try to snap out and bite me. So he's not what we're used to with our snapping turtles. Now we are going to try to target train him, keep him from walking off the table. So what you do is take the tip of the bat, put it right here, right there. And we're going to say target on 3. 1, 2, 3. That's the moonwalk. We don't want to see your moonwalk impression. Not very good. All right, we're going to try again. We're going to try again. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Nope, still not good. Still doing the moonwalk. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. Now, what we're going to do, keep hold it. We're going to try to give him a little initiative because he likes sweet potato. He doesn't normally eat sweet potatoes, so it's a treat that he can have. Normally, he eats lots of greens, lots of dark, leafy greens, but he likes sweet potatoes, so we're going to try to get his attention here with the sweet potato. We're going to put it right there. We're going to see if we can get him to move forward on it. On 3, everybody say target. 1, 2, 3. Any day now. Waiting on you. You're moving at tortoise speed today, so we're going to move on. So he didn't really get too close to it, so what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to let him touch the target. Boop. Everybody say good job. Good job. And then there's your sweet potato. All right. Now I'm going to take this from you. What I want you to do is go ahead and touch him right there on the side of the shell. Okay. Does it feel pretty tough? You think you can bite through that? Go ahead and take a bite. I'm kidding. You did a great job. You guys see that? Give her a big round of applause. That shell was very tough. That shell's great for doing what? Protecting him from animals trying to eat him. If an animal comes up and tries to attack him, I'm going to eat you, hide in your shell. He wouldn't do very well in the wild. They would typically tuck inside their shell to protect themselves. Now I got a question for you. Do they build their shell?
No.
Can they walk out of their shell? No. Everybody reach back, feel your backbone, Can you walk out of your backbone?
No.
Neither can they. When they're born, they pop out of an egg. When they pop out of that egg, they have a shell. As they get bigger, that shell grows and grows and grows with them. Just like your fingernails grow grow because your fingernails, his shell, made out of the same thing. They're both made of keratin. Everybody say keratin. So his shell just keeps growing, growing, growing as he gets bigger. Now, can you look at the rings and tell how old he is? No, that's trees, not tortoises. So you can't tell how old he is by looking at the rings on his shell. They grow at different rates. Now, he does not build his shell, but what he will build is a burrow. Why? 2 reasons. Number 1, there's lots of predators in Africa, and he doesn't like to stay tucked in his shell all day, so what he'll do is he goes down underground where he can stay nice and safe away from animals trying to eat him. The second thing he'll go underground for is because it's very, very hot in Africa, and yes, he's a reptile, yes, he loves heat, but too much heat is bad. So to get away from that hot sun, he goes underground, and that's where he can get out of that hot sun. Now, right now, he's about 60 pounds. Like I said, they can weigh up to 250 pounds. He's 23 years old. They can live over 100 years. Do you think they make a good pet?
Yes.
No. Read about your animals before you get them. See how big they're going to get, how long they're going to live, how much they eat, because guess who eats a lot? He does. He eats a whole lot. All day long, he does this. Walk, 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 eat, eat, eat. Walk, 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 eat, eat, eat. Take a nap, take a nap, take a nap, eat, 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 walk, walk, walk. That's all he does all day long. That's his life. So he eats a lot, and you're going to have to feed him a lot. So that's why you have to read about animals before you get them. Questions about him before we put it back? Questions, questions, questions? Yes?
How much can he eat a day?
There's no set amount. He just eats till he's full. Yes? Turtles are born with a shell. Turtles, tortoises, they're all born with a shell. Yes? The shell is part of their body. Their backbone goes right on top of their shell. True question. I can't hear you. What's that? Think about it again, Richard. Yeah.
How much does the turtle stay in his shell for?
They stay in their shell their whole life. Their shell's connected to them. Everybody say bye, Franklin.
Bye.
All right. Y'all ready for the next animal?
Yeah.
Our next animal, I need a volunteer. Big smile, sitting still. Big smile, sitting still. Sitting quiet in their seats. Sitting quiet in their seats. Coming up. What's your name? Blake. Everybody say hi, Blake. Blake, you're going to stand right here, page 4. You're going to help me out with our next animal by holding it. Sound good? You're not going to hold the animal, you're going to hold a box with the animal's in. Perfect. The box is right here. Our next animal, the first part of its name is black-tailed. It gets named black-tailed because it has a black tail. The third part of its name is prairie. It gets named prairie because it lives in the
Desert.
prairies of North America. Everybody say North America. Are we in North America right now? Yes. We are in North America right now. We live in North America. They're found in the central parts of North America, from Canada down into Mexico. The last part of their name, dog. That's right. It is a prairie dog. But why did they get the name dog? Do they look like dogs? Nope. Are they related to dogs? Nope. The reason they got named dog is because somebody was walking through the prairie and they heard yee, 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 yee. Whenever they heard that noise, they said, sounds kind of like a bark. So they called it a prairie dog. And that's where they got their name, prairie dog. But they're not related to prairie dogs. They're related to rodents. Everybody say rodents. And that's because of their teeth. They have teeth called incisors. Everybody say incisors. Mice, rats, gerbils, hamsters, they're related to all of them. The closest relative, squirrels. They look kind of like squirrels in a way. Are y'all ready to see a black-tailed prairie dog? Now I've got 2 of them. The one we're going to see first is Jane, and Marie will get at in a minute. Let's see here. Are you ready? You put both hands on either side of the box. All right, for a prairie dog in 3, 2, 1. Prairie dog. And this is Jane. Everybody say hi, Jane. Now, Jane likes sweet potato, but she usually doesn't eat it first thing in the morning. She usually likes to check everything out. She was eating a second ago. She's pretty hungry. Jane is a black-tailed prairie dog. And black-tailed prairie dogs, like we said, are from North America. They live in the prairie. And in the prairie, they build what? Burrows. They build burrows. They don't just dig a hole in the ground. They did very extensive burrows. So they can dig 33 feet deep, and down in those burrows, they'll build a chamber over here where they sleep. They go down in the ground, build a chamber over here where they store food, go to the bathroom, multiple exits to escape from predators. They build very elaborate burrows. And they'll have about 10 to 15 prairie dogs that will live in that little burrow area. That's one family. Now, typically, prairie dogs can live in groups of about, like I said, 12 to 15. Typically, they live in families of about 12 to 14. That's one family. One family takes up an area about this size, but you can have multiple families in one area. You can have family over there, family over there, family over there, there. That's called a town. Everybody say a town. Towns of prairie dogs can get very, very large. The largest ever recorded was 26,000 square miles. What is 26,000 square miles? Half the state of Alabama. That's a big area of prairie dogs. There were millions and millions of prairie dogs in that area. Now, this one right here is not full grown. She's only about 9 months old right now. When they're full grown, they get about this tall, and they get about that big around. They get pretty large in size. Like I said, this is Jane. I'm going to put Jane up. We're getting Marie. Thank you very much. You're going to have a seat. Everybody give a big round of applause. Marie out now. And the reason I have two of them is because they're very, very social animals. So I like to have two of them so that way they can keep each other happy. Because I try to give them as much attention and enrichment as possible, but even then, it's not quite enough. So I have two. Ready? And this is Marie. Marie, that's your cue to stand up. Don't stand up. Stay in your box. Thank you. Marie might take sweet potato. You're interested in any sweet potato today? Nope? Okay. Now they're keystone species. Ever say keystone species? Keystone species. That means they're very important to their environment because of the burrows that they build, because they're not the only ones that will use it. Other mammals will get down in there. Other birds will get in there and lay their eggs. Reptiles will even go in there during the wintertime. Not their favorite animal to get in their burrow. Also, they help out with the rainfall. If it wasn't for prairie dogs, the rain would hit the ground, run off, and cause erosion. Not good. Because of the prairie dogs, the rain gets down into the holes, gets to the water table, gets to the root system of the plants that allow the grasses to grow. Works out great for the prairie dogs because they eat what? Grass. They're herbivores. Ever say herbivores? I mean, they eat lots of plants. So those grasses growing are very important to their survival. All right, go ahead, back up here. Thank you. So I'm going to bring her around so you can see her later, and unfortunately we can't pet her. Why? Because she's a mammal. And most mammals do not like to be touched. What do I mean? If I took one of you right now, put you up here, let everybody in the room pet you on the face, would you like it? No. We have to treat other animals the same way. If everybody touched her, she's not going to like it. Guess what she's going to do? Bite. Animals, when they get upset, they bite. So we have to treat her the same way. If I were to walk up to you right now and rub you all over the face, would you like it? No. Animals that don't know you don't want to be touched by you. And most people are bitten because you touch an animal that doesn't know who you are and they bite. So when we see animals we don't know or not ours, we don't go up and pet them on the face or rub all over them because they might bite us. Always give them their space. Now if you see an animal in the wild, do you pick it up? No, you leave it alone. What you can do is look at their colorations, go back to the library, check out a book, try to figure out what kind of animal that is. That way you say, oh, I know what kind of animal it is. That's a black-tailed prairie dog. What are they doing here in Alabama? They're from? They're from the central parts of the United States. Sorry, made that a little difficult. Questions about the prairie dogs? Questions? Yes?
Why does it have black eyes?
Doesn't have black eyes. That's how they're made. Questions? Yes?
Did you know that prairie dogs over 800 days or so?
Over 800, okay. Yes?
Did you know that prairie dogs can live for like 1,000 months without dying?
1,000 months without dying? I don't know. I can't do the math right now. All right, everybody say bye, Jane and Marie. Bye, Now, people like to ask me, do they make good pets? No, they do not make good pets. They're like giant hamsters and gerbils. They require a lot of area to be able to run around, chew on, lots of enrichment. And they're bigger animals, which means they can bite harder, so I do not recommend them as pets. Our next animal is called a Von der Deckens hornbill. You never heard of that? Not a lot of people laugh. And that's why I like to bring her. I like to bring animals that you've never seen before. And our next animal is called a Vanderdecken's hornbill. Where did they get their name? Because of an explorer that was walking through East Africa. We say East Africa.
East Africa.
In East Africa, he saw a bird that had a horn-like shape on its bill, so he called it the hornbill, and then he named it after himself. His name was Carl Klaus Vanderdecken. So he called it the Vanderdecken's hornbill. Let's say that together. Vanderdecken.
Vanderdecken.
Hornbill.
Hornbill.
Vanderdecken.
Vanderdecken.
Hornbill.
Hornbill.
Perfect. Y'all ready to see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Now, my Vanderdecken hornbill is pretty decent at flying. I say pretty decent because she likes to hang out the crate for a minute before she flies. So we're going to fly her out right now. Don't worry, she's on a leash. She's not going to go out there. She's an omnivore. You say omnivore.
Omnivore.
That means they eat both plants and animals. But their favorite thing to eat? Bugs. Lots and lots of bugs. So what am I going to feed her right now? A bug. It's a mealworm. She likes mealworms. Have you ever had them? No. They're full of protein. Great to eat. I'm joking. Don't eat mealworms. All right, all ready? Now, like I said, she might hesitate for a minute because she likes to check out the area before she flies up to me, but she will eventually fly up to me. Are you ready, Zazu? 3, 2, 1, fly! That's your cue. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm waiting on you. Come on, what are you doing? You ready? 3, 1. Oh, now she's distracted again. Come on, Zazu. Let's go. Yes, that's your cue to fly up here. We're all waiting on you. Thank you. We're going to say hi, Zazu. Zazu, like I said, is a Vanderdecken's hornbill, and they're from where again? East Africa. And in East Africa, they eat lots and lots of bugs. They actually have a cool relationship with an animal called the mongoose. The mongoose is a small mammal that goes around digging up the ground looking for bugs, and they kick bugs all over the place. Well, these birds will sit behind them, and whenever they kick those bugs out, they'll eat some of them. But they don't eat all of them. They actually grab some of the bugs and toss them back to the mongoose. Pretty cool, right? Now, they also build what? Nests. Just like all birds, they build nests. Now, they build a very unique nest. What these birds will do is they find a hole in a tree, somewhere in this size. They get inside the tree, they lay 2 or 3 eggs. But those eggs are not protected from predators. So what do they build? A wall. They build a wall to close in that hole so it's much smaller so that way predators can't get in there. But can she fit through that hole? No, she can't fit through that hole. She doesn't need to because she will stay in there with the eggs while the male on the outside will stick food through the hole and feed her so she can feed her young. Now once the young's big enough, they knock down the wall, they build it a little bit bigger so they can both go in and out. That's pretty good builders, I think. Now, she's about 3 years old right now. They typically live about 10 to 15 years, so she's not going to get too much bigger than this. And I did say she's an omnivore, meaning she eats both plants and animals. So we're going to feed her a blueberry now. I need a volunteer to feed her a blueberry. Big smile, sitting still. Big smile, sitting still. Now y'all just got too many big smiles. You're making this difficult. Big smiles, big smiles, big smiles. Red shirt. I think you got Jordan shirt on. What's your name? Miles. Everybody say hi, Miles. Hi. Now, Miles, ooh, that blueberry's busted. We don't want to do that one. Let's do that blueberry. Now, Miles, I've only lost a few fingers doing this, okay? I'm kidding. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to take the blueberry like this. You're going to show her the blueberry. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, and toss it up, and she should catch the blueberry. Will she eat it? I don't know. Sometimes she likes to eat them. Sometimes she doesn't like to eat them. It's up to her. But if she does like to eat it, be careful, because she likes to make a mess. She'll throw it all over us, okay? All right, ready? 3, 2. Well, you gotta do this. 3, 2, 1. Toss it up. She did see the blueberry. She thought your hand was coming out. All right, go ahead. 3, 2, 1. Watch out, watch out. This is the messy part. You're supposed to eat. You did a great job, MC. Everybody give a big round of applause. Blueberry all over my hand. Blueberry. you clean your face off. Zazu, like I said, eats a little bit of everything, and I feed her a whole bunch of different stuff throughout the day. Now they use their tail feathers to help them balance. How that tail feather works, if they lean too far forward, their tail goes up. Lean too far back, their tail goes down. And up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down. Not up and down, all birds do that. Questions about Zazu? Questions? Do birds live in America? Yes, we have lots of birds here, but no hornbills. Yes. Why is tail so long, says Howie's made? Yes. Why they eat blueberries? Because they like blueberries. You eat blueberries? Yeah. They're really good for you. You should eat them. Yes. What do they eat when they're happy? Her favorite thing to eat is bugs. More than anything. She'll eat bugs more than anything else. Questions? Questions? You all want to see? I'm going to try to toss a good blueberry up to her. Now, sometimes I can get her to fly to catch the blueberry. Now that she's eaten enough, she might not do it, but we'll try. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. That's her. I'm done. All right. We're going to try to put her back. And I've been training her to fly back. She's not the greatest at it. What she'll normally do is just kind of fly to the table and then hop into the crate. We're not flying her from very far away. Because, like I said, she's in training right now. So whenever you're training an animal, you start them out with something short and easy, and then as they get used to it, and they do it more consistently, then you do it further away. So right now, like I said, she's still in training, so we're going to give her a big reward in there. This is freeze-dried mealworms and crickets. Also great to put on your toppings, like on some ice cream or anything. Then we're going to give her another mealworm. Now, like I said, she's okay at doing this. She might do it pretty decent. She might not. She's looking pretty excited right now, so I think she's probably going to fly back to the crate, but we shall see. Are y'all ready? Yes. 3, 2. Oh, nope, don't got that very well. 3, 2, 1. Great. The crate's over here, Zazu. The crate's over here. Oh, wait. Now you get your leash. Get over here and get your crate. All the way to the other. Get in here. Over here. Yes, it's in there. Get in the crate. Get your crate. Go. Get in your crate. Can I get another round of applause? Now ready for the next animal? Our next animal is called a kinkajou. Now, I did not say a Pikachu. I said a kinkajou. K-I-N-K-A-J-O-U. Let's spell that together. K-I-N-K. A-J-O-U. One more time. K-I-N-K. A-J-O-U. Kinkajou. 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 What is a kinkajou? A kinkajou is a mammal from South America. Say South America. South America. In South America, they live high up in the treetops of the rainforest. And do they build those trees?
No.
They don't build the trees build themselves, but the trees need a little help because the trees need to spread their seeds. How do they spread their seeds in the rainforest? They hide them in nice, juicy fruit. The animal goes up, they eat the nice, juicy fruit, they accidentally get the seed in their mouth, they run far away, and they drop the seeds out. And that spreads seeds all over the rainforest so new trees can grow. Awesome. They also help out with another thing called pollination. Say pollination. Pollination. They pollinate like what animals around here? Bees, butterflies, they do the same thing. They go up to the flowers, they drink the nectar using their long tongues, which you'll see in a minute, and then they go to the next flower, spreading that pollen around. They get pollen on their face whenever they drink the nectar. Now, yes, he's in a bag. The bag is how I keep him happy. Because these animals are nocturnal. Everybody say nocturnal. Nocturnal. That means they come out at nighttime. So what's he doing right now? He's sleeping. He's dead asleep right now. And we're going to wake him up. And everybody goes, oh, we're going to wake him up. That's not nice. I'm not upset, because guess who he wakes up all the time?
You.
Me. He has two main noises. Number one, whenever I hear that, I let him out, we run around, we have a good time. Then there's about the 1 in the morning, 4 in the morning. He's done playing with all his enrichment, he's out of food or something, or he just wants to get my attention. You know what he does? Yeah! 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 Is that fun to hear at 2 o'clock in the morning? No. Payback time. Now, whenever I pull him out, he's going to look extremely cute. Don't let the face fool you. Kinkajous do not make good pets. Of all the animals I have here today, they're the worst of any animals to ever get as a pet. So do not get them as pets. They're very dangerous animals. If you don't know how to train them, when they get older, they can do a lot of damage. They have very sharp claws, very sharp teeth. Ready for cuteness in 3, 2, 1. This is Isaac. Everybody say hi, Isaac. Isaac is a kinkajou. And kinkajous are from where again? South America. They live in the rainforest, high in the trees. And this animal that spends all their time in the trees is a boreal. Everybody say a boreal. He spends all his time in the treetops climbing around. He's extremely good at climbing. The sharp nails he has are great for holding onto the tree branches. His tail, which is right here, is a prehensile tail, meaning they can hold their whole body weight by that tail, and he uses it like a fifth limb. You're going to see it whenever he crawls up to my shoulders in a minute. So I like to wake him up a little bit, poke him out. Did you just go back to sleep in the middle of the show? Wake up. Wake up. You're allowed. He's like, what are you doing? You're not going back to sleep. Get up. Wake up. Wake up. Go. Go. Yes, it's a kinkajou. Yes, he looks like a monkey. No, he is not a monkey. He is in the raccoon family. Say raccoon family. Just like raccoons get aggressive, so can they. So do they make good pets? No. I know he looks cute. Don't let it fool you. Now, kinkajous are omnivores, meaning they eat a little bit of everything, but they're primarily frutivores. Everybody say frutivores. Meaning they eat mostly fruit. Lots and lots of fruit. Bring him a little fruit right now. You volunteer to feed him. Big smile sitting still. Big smile sitting still. You go back to sleep. Wake up. He's not going to sleep. Get up. Come on. What's your name? Allie Beth. Everybody say hi, Allie Beth. Hi. Allie Beth, how you're going to feed him is you're going to sit the grape up to his face like this. He's going to come up very gently and take the grape just like that. Now, sometimes he won't eat during the morning show because he just went to sleep. Wake up, wake up. He just went to sleep maybe like an hour ago. So he's dead asleep. So he probably won't eat, but we'll try. All right, go ahead. There's a grape in front of you. Yes. Oh, he will eat. Good. Oh. You gotta make sure it's in his mouth. There you go. So he's gonna take it very gently. A little bit closer. Stick it right into his face. Now watch him when he eats it. He's gonna tip his head upward. The reason he does that is because he wants to savor all the good juices. Num 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 num. Thank you very much. Everybody give her a big round of applause. Did you eat it? I don't want you throwing grape on me. I already got blueberry on you. Now, by the way, he's about 9 months old right now. They typically live up to 40 years. So they live a pretty long time for a small animal. Questions about the kinkajou? Questions? Yes?
Sharp claws.
To be able to hold on to tree branches as he's running through the trees. Yes? They can run very fast. I don't have any exact speed because they're tree animals. It's hard to get an exact speed on them. But he's a very, very fast animal. Yes?
Why do you have so small ears?
Small ears? Y'all see the tongue? Yeah! He might show it again. Usually does it once, maybe twice. Tongue's like that long. Ears small. I don't know if there's a reason behind it or not. I haven't read anything to confirm that. Yes? Why is his tongue so long? Because he likes to drink out nectar, and he uses that long tongue to drink out the nectar. Oh, his tail? That'll help him balance when he's running along the trees. Oh yeah, he spends all his time in the trees. He loves and loves and loves to climb. We actually just finished building him a big hanging structure that's taller than me that he can climb straight up the poles and climb all over the place. They're not related to lemurs at all. Yeah, they're just in the raccoon family. Yes. The yawning ears? They have very, very, very sharp teeth. Very, very, very sharp teeth. I say that because everybody sees them and says, oh, it's so cute. And they think the cuteness factors mean they should get them as a pet. But should you get them as a pet? No. Like I said, read about your animals before you get them. Because if you read about kinkajous, it will say don't get them as pets. They're very dangerous animals. We're going to feed him one more grape, though, because when he's like this, and he's trained, so he's not like a normal kinkajou. Let's see here. Big smiles, big smiles, big smiles. Does not help me out yet. If you've already helped me out, hands down. Big smiles, big smiles, big smiles. Where's the big smiles at? Kind of like a little big smile. Come on. Take a shirt. What's your name? I couldn't hear you. What'd you say? Kayla? All right, you're going to take the grape like that. Same thing. 2 fingers. Hold it right up to his face. Are you afraid of notes? Okay. Yep. Be like that. Hold right up to his face. Everybody get a big round of applause. I told you to eat the grape, not throw the grapes on the ground. Alright, he's pretty sleepy, so we're going to put him back now. Everybody say bye, Isaac. Bye. That's your cue to go back to sleep. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Volunteers. Very brave, very brave. Very brave volunteers. That do not help me out. Remember, you've already helped me out today. Hands down. Volunteers that have not helped me out yet. Big smiles, sitting still. Big smiles and sitting still. And the Nike shirt coming up. Coming up. Coming up. Smiles, big smiles, big smiles. Oh, now I've got some trouble with too many smiles. Come on up. All right, y'all stand right next to each other, shoulder to shoulder. Now y'all are brave, right? Super duper uber brave. Awesomely great brave. What did you do? Stick your hands out in front of you like this, hands out in front of you like this. Very good, very good, very good. Our next animal, well, guess what it is? A snake. The first part of its name is coastal. It gets named coastal because it lives on the coast of Australia. If I say Australia. One more time, Australia. The second part of its name is carpet. It gets named carpet because it lives under the carpet. Oh, he's not in here. He must be under the carpet. I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. They get named carpet because they have carpet-like patterns down their body. They're called coastal carpet. they lay about 35 eggs, and they protect those eggs using their body. They put their body around their eggs, kind of like a building, and they use it to incubate them. Or say incubate. What that means is they're trying to control the temperature of the eggs. So the eggs get too cold, they tighten up around the eggs, and that warms them up. The eggs get too hot, they stretch away from the eggs, and that cools them off to keep them at just the right temperature to be able to hatch. Now, everybody looks at the snake and says, aren't you worried about him biting? First of all, not venomous. Second of all, he's a constrictor. Constrictors typically bite, grab on, and constrict their prey. He's not interested in trying to bite them. By the way, this isn't the dangerous end. The dangerous end is down there. You know why that's a dangerous end? Because that's where he goes to the bathroom at. It's okay, he's not going to do that during the show. Question for you all. Is he slimy or smooth? Smooth. He's smooth. Everybody else touch your fingernails. Are your fingernails slimy or smooth? They're smooth. Your fingernails, his scales, made out of the same thing. They're both made of keratin. We say keratin. What you can do is kind of like a softer fingernail. At the end of the show, I will give everyone a chance to touch the snake if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. Now, you'll see little bits of them shedding. Snakes shed according to how much they grow. The more they grow, the more they shed. When they're older, they shed less. Everybody goes, ooh, that's gross, snake shed. Everybody rub your arm. Rub, 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 and stop. You just shed your skin. We shed our skin constantly throughout the day in little tiny pieces. Most of your household dust, dead skin. You gonna clean your room better next time? No? Parents, I tried. I had one up here goes, no. Alright, y'all did a great job. Y'all can have a seat. Everybody have a big round of applause. Now, like I said, he's a constrictor, and he mostly bites rats and other rodents. And that's great, because you want to bite rats. No. That's why we need snakes. They do a great job at eating those bites of rats. They stick their tongue out and they smell with it. They smell more on the right fork of their tongue, they turn to the right. They smell more on the left fork of their tongue, they turn to the left. They smell the same way fork, they go straight. And that's how they find their food. And we like snakes, like I said, because of what they eat. Questions? Yes. By the way, he's about 7-8 feet long. That's an average size woolly snake. He's around 11 years old. On average, snakes live around 20 years. They live much older than that, than average. And they grow their entire lives. So he will get bigger, but not much bigger. Yes? They eat mice and rats and other rodents, yes. What do snakes do when they're happy? Nothing. Reptiles are very simplistic animals. They want 3 things. Heat, food, water. After that, they don't care. They sit in one spot. To give you an example. So we do a lot of enrichment with all my animals at home. We have a big enrichment box. We do things for everybody. Well, recently they wanted to do some enrichment for the snakes. And I said, I've worked with snakes for 15 years. They don't care about enrichment. They still did it. They put some leaves in there. They put some tubes for them to crawl in. You know what the snake did? Nothing. He sat over in the corner and sat where he always sits and did the same thing he always does. All day long. Because once they're happy, they're just going to sit in one spot. They're energy conservationists. They want to save all their energy. They don't want to waste it. Question for y'all. Did y'all have fun today? Yeah! Did you learn a lot? Yeah! Did you learn more by going to the library and checking out some? Reading. If you like these animals, read more about these animals. If you like other animals, read about those animals. If you want to figure out how the carpet got put in, read about how the carpet got put in. Read whatever interests you and makes you happy. Thank you all very, very much. Have a great day. Thank you.